when I may ask this. And what I may ask you, the relevant thing is the integral. I mean, I may ask you to describe how the model works, and I think that it's quite easy to describe it once that you got acquainted with this structure. And the difficult thing is indeed to compute the integral. It is a bit difficult, and keep into account that I may ask it if you look well prepared. Okay, this is usually my policy, and that's it. This is my final slide, and let me say to close this subject, we are basically closing theory for enough modeling, and please take into account that there are plenty of models available, and there is one software which is public domain that you may consider having a look. I tell you, it's user-friendly, but it's not so easy to get into it because it runs under Windows and it has Windows, and therefore the menus and etc. are user-friendly, but it's not really easy to understand how it works. But I think that it is a useful software. Only a few people only know how to use it and can use it. I think it is useful and it works. So basically, if you had one day this question coming to you like, what kind of softwares should I learn in this discipline of water resources management, this is one that I would recommend. In general, I would say to an engineer, you have to absolutely learn AutoCAD. You have to absolutely learn a programming language. You may choose between MATLAB, R, or Fortran, but now these native languages like Fortran, C, Perl, they are not used anymore. Now the platforms are used like MATLAB, R, Python, and so I would say that these are the softwares that I recommend. One programming language, you need just one. And then I said AutoCAD, of course Word and Excel, you need to be able to use an electronic sheet. And for hydrology and water resources management, I would recommend at least two of them. And one is the software that I was mentioning to you. It's called HMS, which means EC it's prepared by the United States Corps of Engineers. So I think that this EC means it is an acronym to identify the United States Corps of Engineers, and HMS means Hydrological Modeling System. So this is useful, and as I said, it's it's free, and it's the user guide and the software are in English, but you don't have any problem with the English. So, and yeah, please.
Is there a model called HEC-RAS?
Yes, the second one that I was going to mention to you is HEC-RAS. This one is much more important than the first, so I put a plus here. This allows you to compute river flow profiles, to compute the propagation of river flows along the river network. It is a subject that I'm not dealing with in this course, okay? But it is extremely important, and this software is really good. This is public domain, and it's really one of the best softwares for routing the river flow. River flow routing means that you have an hydrograph upstream a river and you compute the hydrograph everywhere along the river. And this is really something that I suggest. This software here is much less used and therefore is less tested, less user-friendly, but it's very similar because they are prepared by the same corps of engineers. So I highly recommend you as an additional activity to have a look at these. Maybe after you are now concentrating on R, and I suggest you to stay concentrated on it. It's extremely important that you learn well R or MATLAB, but we are focusing on R here because it's public domain. But one day, if you have some time, I think these two softwares could be a good opportunity. Maybe that we can have a look at it before the end of the course. I'm not sure, maybe. Okay? Fine.
So beside the beside the slides, do we have some recommendation for Hamad model?
Let me see. I think. Wait a second. I don't have a connection here. There is another. I'm not sure if there is a document available. I have a document on the IMOD model, but it's unfortunately it's not really exhaustive because it's not really comprehensive because there is no published description of the IMOD model. So basically, I can check. Okay, next time, please ask me again next time. Okay, because I don't have the connection now, and I don't remember what I put on my website, and I don't remember if I put it available. So because I have a document, and so if just ask me on Thursday. Okay.